ever. Welcome to Future Knowledge once again, my dear viewers. And today I am explaining clear-cut view regarding the how to balance a chemical equation. So already I given clear concepts of this 10th class second lesson chemical equation point of view. What is exothermic reaction? What is endothermic reaction? What is a photochemical reaction? And what are the why we call the chemical equation is more informative. This sort of information I already gave in the part 1. Now in the part 2, I am explaining exclusively how to balance a chemical equation in few steps. So the first one, step number 1, write an unbalanced chemical equation with correct formula This is the step number 1. Actually, we have to write an unbalanced chemical equation with the correct formula. Here, one interesting point you have to say, what I am doing, which one I am taking example means I am taking the example of the propane gas. Propane gas in the sense is C3H8. C3H8 is called propane gas. That gas is C3H8. This is called propane gas. And this gas is burnt in certain quantity of oxygen. When I am burning this propane gas with a certain quantity of oxygen, I am going to get carbon dioxide plus water. This is the equation. When I am saying that one, write a chemical equation when a propane gas is burnt in the air. So here propane is C3H8 and oxygen and carbon dioxide gas and water is coming here. Now check once here. Here I told already unbalanced chemical equation. Here C3, first is C, here 3 elements you having. One is carbon, second one is hydrogen, third one is oxygen. Here in these two C3H8 and O2, these two are called reactants. And CO2 and H2 are called products. And here, so here reactants, product, each and every atom of should be equal. Now here carbon is 3, but carbon is 1 here. Here is hydrogen is 8, but hydrogen is 2 here. Here oxygen is 2, here oxygen is 3. Here is 2, here is 1. So it is unbalanced chemical equation. In the first step, we are writing unbalanced chemical equation with correct formula. Formula must be correct, but balancing is not there, also no problem. And this unbalanced equation we call skeletal equation. Skeletal equation. This unbalanced equation is called skeletal equation. Check once here. This is the step number 1. Now, in the step number 2, you are preparing one table. Preparing a table regarding the step number 2. In this table, what you are going to write is 3 elements I am writing here. First thing is carbon. Second one is hydrogen. Third one is oxygen. In the left hand side, how many are there? In the right hand side, how many are there? We have to check here now. Now here see, in the carbons, in the left hand side we are having 3 carbons, that too in where? In C3H8. Where are the 3 carbons? In propane C3H8 we are having 3 carbons. But here in the right hand side we are having only 1 carbon, that too in CO2. In CO2 is having 1 carbon. Now comes to the point of hydrogen. In the hydrogen we are having 8. In where? In C3H8. In C3H8 we are having 8 hydrogens. But in the water only 2 hydrogens we are having. In water H2O. And comes to the point of the last element, oxygen. Oxygen, here 2 oxygens are there in O2, and here 3 oxygens are there in CO2 and H2O. Check this table. In the second step is you have to show the table. 3 elements we are having. First element is carbon. In the left hand side 3 carbons are there, right hand side only 1 carbon is there, imbalanced. And hydrogens are left hand side 8 are there, right hand side only 2 are there, not balanced. And oxygens, left hand side only 2 are there, right hand side 3 are there. Now that means step number 2 is you have to put the table of what is there, what is there in the left hand side, what is there in the right hand side. That means it is showing a clear picture regarding the unbalanced chemical equation in step number 2. In the step number 3, we are going to balance each and every element now. Now step number 3 will go. Okay. Now in the step number 3, you are slowly we have to balance the trying to balance the unbalanced equation. Unbalanced equation is already C3H8 plus O2 gives rise to CO2 plus H2O. In the step number 3, what I am doing, first I will try to balance the carbon. So here carbon is 3. I will go for 3 also here. 3 carbons are there, 3 carbons, okay, it's balanced. Carbon is balanced. In the second step table, I am clearing, carbon is balanced. Now, so 3 carbons are there, 3 I will put. Here 4 carbons are there means I will go for 4 here. Here 5 carbons are there, I will go for 5. Now, it is trying to balance the hydrogen. Hydrogen I will balance in the step number 4. Because each step you have to go for 1 means it's very neat to understand. In step number 4, what I will do? C3, H8 plus O2, CO2 plus H2O. Here, first carbon is balanced. Now it is the time for to balance hydrogen. Hydrogen, how many are there in left hand side? 8 are there. But here is only 2. So how to balance means? You just keep the 4 here, coefficient 4. This is called coefficient. Coefficient 4. 4 2s are 8. That means you have to multiply this atom number and with this coefficient. This the number which is present in the formula we call coefficient. The coefficient 4 multiplying with the 2, we call it is a, in this case, how many hydrogens are there means? 8 hydrogens. How many oxygens are there here means this 4 is common for not only hydrogen but also oxygen. Here how many oxygens are there? 4 oxygens. 4 oxygens, 8 hydrogens are there. So now after keeping the 4 here 8 hydrogens, here also 8 hydrogens. Now hydrogen also balanced. In the step number 4. Now in the step number In the step number 5, what I am doing here, carbon balanced in the step number 3, hydrogen is balanced in the step number 4. Now I am balancing the oxygen. Here, how many oxygens are there? Just we will check first. 3 2s are 6. Here 6 oxygens are there. 3 2s are 6. 6 oxygens are there. Now here 4 oxygens are there. Total here 6 oxygens, here 4 oxygens. Total how many? 10 oxygens we are having. On right hand side we are having 10 oxygens. But left hand side only 2 oxygens we are having. Left hand side only 2 oxygens are having. But we have to balance means here 10 oxygens we need. So automatically we will get 5 2s are 10. Just we go for 5. 5 2s are 10. Here 10 oxygens came, here 10 oxygens readily. Now it is completely balanced. Now what we have to do? After this step, you have to keep the what is the here situation in both left hand side and right hand side. LHS and RHS. Here carbons 3. Right hand side also 3. Hydrogens left hand side 8. Right hand side 4 2s are 8. Oxygens right hand side 5 2s are 10. Here 3 2s are 6 and 4 oxygens. 6 plus 4 10 oxygens. Here also 10 oxygens. Now carbons balanced, hydrogens balanced, oxygens balanced. These are the 5 steps where after balancing completely we keep the finishing step here. C3H8 plus 5O2 gives rise to 3CO2 plus 4H2O. Now totally it is balanced. So this is the way, whatever the equation may be, you have to balance the chemical equation. First of all, one tips I am saying, in step number 1, you have to write unbalanced equation with the correct formula. Step number 2, you have to write compulsory table. In the table, first column, what are the elements are present. Second column, right hand side, these elements, how many elements are there in each case. And thereafter, left hand side, first left hand side, then right hand side. Now check this one. These are unbalanced one. So table of unbalanced chemical equation is the second step. Third step onwards, try to it may be take the 3 steps, 4 steps or 5 steps according to the length of the equation. Now I took here to balance 1, 2, 3 steps. So in some equations we can balance in the single step. In some equations we can balance in the 2 steps. Now in this equation we are balancing in the 3 steps. So according to the strength of the equation we have to balance. So in the particular revision I will give minimum 10 equations to balance in the revision point of view before SA1 summative assessment exam point of view for each and every chapter in physics and maths and other subjects. Thank you for watching.